He's 9 years ahead of his more recent output.
Free Lil Reese, man. See, the only reason I say that, because what I seen that video of Lil Reese going to jail. Bro, some goofy stuff. It's just some goofy situation, bro. Everybody going to jail, bro. Start there. Everybody in jail or everybody unalive. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know why dudes just want to get up out of there.
Which was not lost on fans of Chicago drill when they would run into this video years later.
You got too many things to do right now. Say I don't know what you want, baby girl. Come on now. Don't get turned.
What's happening, man? See, man, Dolo, man, we back on that one. Say, man, we got Lil Durk, the story of Lil Durk, part 4. Say, man, say, we ain't doing it in what, like 2 weeks, a week or two, something like that. But say, y'all like, comment, subscribe. We can go straight into what? And yeah, come on. Let's get straight into it. No cap.
600, a group of OTF allies from Washington Park, who would not long after become very close with Lamron, and particularly Lil Durk personally. Similar step records can actually be heard in Durk's other alleged 2009 song called My Partner Now. This song being a remix of the Atlanta rap crew Rich Kid's 2009 song My Partner Now. And again, Durk can be heard shouting out sets like Lamron, D-Town, Young Money, and Terradome, amongst others, as well as his friends like Lil Varney from Lamron. Also in 2009 is when Durk would begin to get in trouble with the law, as in November, he would be arrested for vehicular hijacking. According to the police reports, an unknown person would first try and rob a woman's car by force, and as the police would later find the car in traffic near D-Town's hood, 2 men would exit the car.
So do y'all homework. So So Durk was never really the unaliver. You know what I'm saying? He was never really the unaliver. He was mostly probably like, I look at Durk, what I could tell already, he was a jack boy. He used to take, you know, he wasn't like Vaughn out here sliding and ride. You know, he probably was, but he probably was at the same time. Like, you know what I'm saying? He probably was a jack boy just taking, you know.
An attempt to escape, but they would be caught. One of these men turned out to be a 17-year-old Lil Durk. According to the police, while in custody, either Durk or the other man would freely state that he had seen the car running for about 20 minutes with no one inside, so he decided to take it. However, despite this admission, it doesn't appear that Durk ever received any legal consequences from this incident. But then, only a month later in December, Durk would again be arrested, this time for criminal trespassing, as he was hanging out with 3 other people inside of a laundromat in Dog Pound's hood on 72nd and Halsted. And interestingly, Durk's gang affiliation in the arrest report would be marked incorrectly as Gangster Disciple, perhaps due to his father's affiliation with the gang being widely known amongst the Chicago Police Department. But anyway, coming into 2010, Durk was now a bona fide gang member, but he was also beginning to really focus on his rap career. And in April, he would drop his first ever music video for a song that was first titled Wasted Freestyle, rapping on the beat from Gucci Mane's classic song Wasted. However, for some reason, that same channel would then release the same music video again a few weeks later, but this time with the title Lamron Wasted. But these two are the same song. The song was stylistically very similar to Durk's earlier songs, as he was still freestyling his lyrics whilst using the Lil Wayne style auto-tune delivery. And once again, much of the song was about him shouting out the numerous other sets and members in his area, including Terradome, Young Money, his friends Lil Varney, Booney Mo, and Tracy Mo, as well as Wick City and Blackgate, among many others. According to Durk's mother, this song would be an instant hit in Chicago, motivating Durk to focus on rap and take it seriously. And only about a month later, it was followed by another music video for a song titled L's. But this time, also the Grim Reaper of Chirac himself, Lil Reese, would be in the mix, somehow having a flow and lyrics that was 9 years ahead of his more recent output.
Free Lil Reese, man. See, the only reason I say that, because what I seen that video of Lil Reese going to jail. Bro, some goofy stuff. It's just some goofy situation, bro. Everybody going to jail, bro. Start there. Everybody in jail or everybody unalive. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know why dudes just want get up out of there.
Which was not lost on fans of Chicago drill when they would run into this video years later. Now, Durk would seemingly put much more effort into this song, finally resulting to actually writing down and thinking about his lyrics rather than simply freestyling. And the beat of the song was also much darker than his earlier tracks, foreshadowing the formation of the drill sound that was soon to follow and become huge. However, for whatever reason, he would not drop any more music during 2010, but coming into 2011, he would truly get into his bag, dropping numerous songs and music videos, including Sneak Dissin' in January, I'm a Hitter in March, which would help Durk land a radio interview on University of Chicago's WHPK 88.5. There was the track Rob Who with Lil Reese that dropped in May, a track 227K in June, which would be a diss song towards their old friends, the BBG, aka Terradome, who they apparently had a falling out with, seemingly allying with Terradome's enemy, the Killer Ward, instead. Another track called Too Many Say They Drillin' with Lil Reese was posted on YouTube by none other than Chief Keef, who was also beginning to get a major buzz in the city for his music around this time as well. He would then drop that I'm a Boss freestyle in October, which would use the legendary beat from from Meek Mill's song by the same name. In August, Durk would also release his first mixtape, titled after his song I'm a Hitter, hosted by DJ Twin. Durk's rap career would truly begin to flourish during 2011, at the same time as the entire Chicago drill scene was beginning to pop off in the city, with artists like King Louie, Chief Keef, E-Day, S-Dot, FBG Duck, Bo Deal, Lil Reese, and Lil Durk leading the charge. But 2011 wasn't only good times for Durk, as many developments would be going down in the streets, and in July, he would end up losing a person that was not only important to him, but also the entirety of the D-Town set, as an 18-year-old Tay-Ski, or Tay-Tay, real name Davonte Childress, was gunned down in D-Town's hood. Like Lil Mo on Lamron's side, Tay-Ski would become known as one of the first major losses for D-Town, and they would be so impacted by his passing, they would rename their hood Tay-Town, also known as TTE, which also means Threats to Everybody, or Tay-Town Entertainment. In his mixtape I'm a Hitter, that was released about a month after Tay-Ski's death, Durk himself would have a tribute song towards him titled Tay-Ski Crazy. Interestingly, unlike many other murders in Chicago, this one would eventually actually be solved, and two people would end up being charged and found guilty, Antoine Reynolds and Marlon Boyce, both alleged members of a GD set called Shields, hailing from 57th and Shields. After Tay's murder, Lamron and Tay-Town would understandably be thirsty for revenge, and they would allegedly get that revenge the following year, when a member of the Shields named Travis Henry was shot and killed while sitting in his car in the Shields hood. Just like Tay-Town, Shields would pay tribute to their fallen friend by renaming their hood Travis World, whilst also claiming to be TTEK, or Tay-Town Killers. It would take 2 years for the police to finally find a suspect, but in 2014 they would charge a man for the murder of Travis, this man being none other than OTF DD, real name DeAndre Wilson, who was already back then one of Lil Durk's closest friends. However, by 2023, after almost a decade of fighting these charges, OTF DD would end up beating the case and walking away a free man. But back to 2011, Durk would find himself in trouble with the law once again, when he would be arrested in October for an aggravated UUW, or unlawful use of a weapon, as he was caught trying to hide his gun and flee from the police. However, the most interesting part about this arrest is the fact that the police were already looking for Durk due to an investigative alert with probable cause to arrest. Years later, rumours would begin to circulate online that the reason why not only Durk, but also Lil Reese were wanted during this time was due to a shooting in late August 2011 where 4 teens had gotten shot in Woodlawn, more specifically in the hood of the infamous set Jaro City. Fortunately, nobody would die in the shooting, although some of the victims would reportedly be taken to hospital in critical condition. Interestingly, the Grim Reaper himself, Lil Reese, would later state in a DJU interview how he had previously shot someone who had been on the same interview couch, with many fans thinking that Reese was talking about this very case and specifically referring to a well-known Jaro City member and infamous internet motormouth FBG Butter, who had indeed been on DJU's couch shortly before Lil Reese's interview.
I said you had a lot of goofies on this couch. I've been watching lately.
Goof like who?
I've seen on this trying to pop before.
You did what?
Butter would then return to DJU and seemingly admit that he was indeed one of the victims, whilst even providing possibly a motive for the shooting.
We op shopping. We go on 61st, we catch Lil Durk and Lil Reese inside the store. They scared as hell. But I ain't even know who Lil Reese and Durk was on folks' grade, right? Tutu get on folks' grade. Tutu come at T. Cause we walk past them. Tutu double back. He boy. He on Tuka. On folks' grade and that scared as hell. They boy, what's up, y'all with that? On Tuka, Lil B them get right on it. Hey, y'all with that? He with what, boy? Lil Reese getting that with what?
In addition to him saying we done had some goof on the couch, he was like, yeah, I'll pop one of these that's been on the couch. He ain't putting no names on it, so I guess if the shoe fit well.
The shoe don't fit over here, gang.
But whatever the case may be, Durk would reportedly remain locked up for 3 months, during which time his girlfriend Nicole would give birth to his oldest son, Angelo, in November. Then, at the beginning of 2012, Durk would get back out and hit the streets running, dropping the song Off the Sheets with Lil Reese in January 2012, along with a music video filmed by the legendary Chicago cameraman D. Gaines. Meanwhile, Lil Durk's friend Chief Keef's career was also heating up, dropping his music video for a song called 300 also in January, which would begin to make major noise in Chicago. From there, soon Chief Keef would be performing for a packed-out crowd in the legendary nightclub located in Markham in the far south side suburbs of Chicago, with several Lamron members right by his side, including guys like Lil Reese, Fallout, and Lil Lil Durk himself. Chief Keef would also make a cameo on Lil Durk's music video for the song Jack Boy, released in early March, while Durk had already been present during Keef's 2011 music video for his song Bang. Now, the world didn't know it yet, but the Chicago drill scene was about to go worldwide, as the pressure in this buzzing music scene was building and would eventually explode, influencing the entirety of hip-hop at large. On March the 11th, the blow-up, or should I say glow-up, would finally happen, as Chief Keef would drop Drill's first nationwide hit, the iconic track I Don't Lie, together with a music video where Keef and his buddies, including Lamron members Lil Reese and Ball Out, could be seen wildly dancing to the booming beat produced by Young Chop. Building on the success of I Don't Like, Durk would drop a major hit later in March himself, the drill classic L's Anthem, another auto-tuned banger dedicated to his Lamron set. Durk, together with the likes of Chief Keef and Lil Reese, were now the main faces of the new Chicago drill scene, and if you would have seen the potential in Durk at the time, you would have truly gotten yourself a bargain.
Say my bad, I wasn't doing a lot of talking in this video, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I just wasn't doing a lot of talking. Just say, I'm gonna stop it right here though. Hope y'all enjoyed this, y'all. I'm gonna stop it right here. It's part 4 of the Lil Durk story. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna put this video, the original Rhythm Traveler Ross, in the description. And what, like, comment, subscribe, and put my links to my socials in the description. And be out this junk. Y'all be safe, man. Or y'all coast and stuff, man.